the flight that we're going to be doing today, I'll show you exactly where we're going to be going. With a bit of luck, everything will work too. So we're leaving from Bristol here. We have to go left or go west to Weston-super-Mare, cross the Bristol Channel, up around Newport. And then we begin our trip kind of southeast, although it more than likely will be more east, over the top of London, cross the English Channel, where it meets the North Sea there, cross over all of these lovely places through Germany. So we go across through Belgium, Germany, and then across into Poland, where we will be landing here at Krakow, which is amazing. If you've ever been to Krakow before, it's really cool. It's a nice place, and hopefully it looks good. It's first thing in the morning in the game. I kind of wanted to time it that way. 6:37 a.m., so we should be taking off as the sun rises, which should be nice. Didn't miss much? No, you didn't miss much. Didn't miss much, apart from it breaking already. I'm done with it now. I don't like technology. I'm going to go and live in a cave with a candle. That's it. That's what I'm going to live in. But yeah, so we're good. And we also have PAC. So we have PACX today. So we're going to start our flight, fly with career mode. This is really cool. So you get to set your own career. So there we go. We're going EGGD, which is Bristol to Poland. 35,000 feet is our cruising altitude. And it should be about a 2-hour flight. So I will make it 2 hours and 10 minutes because I like to have a little bit. And I reckon it's going to be... it's probably going to be about 40 minutes until takeoff. You feel like you were run over by a car from your physical therapy? Well, it should be nice. I've managed to learn a lot more of how these things work now, so that's cool. We'll have Wi-Fi in this plane as well, and we'll have meals, and we'll have snacks and drinks. In-flight entertainment. Yeah, let's have that as well. This can be a beefy... This is like top of the range. We're going to have top of the range aircraft today. So there we go. So flight has begun. We'll click ready to fly. There we go. We'll put us in the flight. We also have this down the bottom. So there's a bar now you should be able to see down the bottom of the screen, which tells you what's going on in terms of everybody. Male dancers for Danger and I, 100%. If not, you can just watch Magic Mike, can't you? Just watch Magic Mike, you'll be fine. All right, so it is first thing in the morning, but I know the battery switches are here somewhere, and external power is there, and somewhere here, there is my... No. Where's my dimmer switch? There we go. And let's have some brightness in here. Turn the crew oxygen on. Turn the navs on. And that's it. Relatively good to go. Let's turn the nav and logo on, which is, of course, this lovely thing. That is our flight today. This is the airport. We're parked next to someone from Ryanair. Beautiful. And... yeah, this is Bristol Airport. If we get ready and the passengers aren't boarded yet, then we'll go and have a little fly around the airport. I've got my controller next to me, so we can do some looking around. But until then, we need to get certain things done. So it says the flight phase is boarding. Yet, I would say personally, it certainly looks like we do not have any stairs. So let's go ground services, tune ground. Let's get the ramp connected.
Bristol ground EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Could you please send a ramp?
There we go. Here comes the stairs. So I've learned a lot, Evil, since last time in how it all worked. K9 was in the chat, wasn't he? He was helping out a lot. Let's also get the baggage on. And the catering services so that we can get the giant cake brought in that's got the dancer in it for you in Danger, Evil. So we need to bring in the giant cake that's coming in on the catering truck. There it is. Okay. So, while all that's being done, let's take a little look over here. Turn on the fly pad. Now, I know that we need 9.5 tons of fuel on the plane for the trip. I can see that our pressure is 1022. So let's do that. Go. I hope you thoroughly enjoy the dance this evening. Okay. Let's have a little look at what we got going on here. So we'll set those up once we've... Oh. So there's one thing that really annoys me, and that is how dim these are by default. They need to be really bright. As soon as the sun comes out, you can't see anything on these things unless you've got them up really bright. So let's have that to like 50. Where's the other one? Can't shit. Can't I shit? What the hell is it? That's one brightness. One there. Ah, there we go. Let's have that on 50 as well. Then we just got one more. So our ECAM brightness down here again needs to be like 17. You just have the cake. You could just have the cake, Danger, if that's what you're after. Okay, so turn on the FMGC. GPS primary loss can go away. You can do one. And let's take a little look into here. So program, we don't need to touch yet. Performance index. So V1 is 154. V2 is 155. Oh, V rotate even is 155, and 156 will be V2. That works, so that's what I've been putting in. Flaps for takeoff is always 1. Next page, nope. So that's our performance index. Initialization, our flight number today is EGU, so Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Cost index, I seem to just put it as 5 and it seems to be fine, so... Hopefully someone will inform me at some point. Will be like, no, that's not the cost index. But there you go. And our cruise level today is 35,000 feet, which is 350 because you cut off 2 of the zeros. So that's our crew level. It's minus 51 degrees up there. It's going to be cold. Okay. IRS initialization. Align that so the plane knows exactly where it is. So everything's all set up. So we don't have any issues like falling out the sky, because that'd be bad, wouldn't it? Block fuel on board is going to be 9.5, so that's 9.5 tons. And ZFW works out itself. So that should be fine for that one. Beautiful. Data we don't need to touch. Flight plan's fine. So the MDM, this version, Pike, if you download this one, the fly-by-wire one, you get this really cool feature, such as you can make a weather request, right, and send, and it will send off for the weather. It will go away and it will send away for the weather, right? And in a minute, we get a little message, which we can print out. Go in the received messages. It'll be there in a minute. GPS is not aligned just yet, but that's fine. Where's my weather? Where be my weather? Come on. Come on. It's not gonna send it, is it? There we go. There's my weather information, right? So I print this off, and then when I come over here and have a look, it prints off a little piece of paper, which has got the weather written on it. And when you click on it, everyone's like, what, Callum? It puts it down here. So I've got my weather information. So I know it's only 6 knots at 260 degrees on takeoff. So it's not very windy at all. And 10 knots when we get there, which is really cool. Second driving lesson tomorrow. You said you'd done a 6-hour flight today, Pike, without it crashing, which is amazeballs. But where did you go? Where did you travel for 6 hours? Out of interest, how was the display working? It's telling our heading, isn't it? It's saying our vertical speed is 0. Nice, okay. Let's go back to our received messages. Beautiful. So that's literally all set up. Apart from our flight plan, which is fine. 948 miles. Estimated fuel on board, 9.3. So we are going to bring 9.5. Do you know what, actually? I'm tempted to bring 10. Because you never know. Let's bring 10. Let's bring 10. Let's bring 10 with us. So fuel, we'll do 10,000 or 10,000 kilograms. So now that will refuel us up. Flying in the DA40, flew for Edinburgh to Ireland. Oh, nice. Oh, 6 hours yesterday. Oh, sorry. Tia is having some nice snuggles right now. There's only 10 days, isn't there? 10 days. 10 days till the expected day of puppies. Our target altitude, I believe, is going to be 2,000 when we finally do descend. So that's fine. Landing-wise, can we get the METAR information? Airport is... Where are we going again? EPKK. Get the METAR information. Pardon me. There we go. Reverse thrust. Yes, we do have reverse thrust. So we basically will be good. We'll be good to have the brakes on low. So that's good. Hey, Nugget. How you doing, buddy? Good evening, sir. All right, top of the descent is all set. Navigation and charts. I apparently don't have the appropriate... Unfortunately, don't have the appropriate nav subscription. Apparently, which is weird because I'm pretty sure I do. But we shall see anyway. Hey, Tim, how's it going, bud? You've literally just reminded me that I don't have the software open, all the software open. We had a computer, the computer crashed. Well, annoying. Well, I am doing really well, thanks, Nugget. I'm doing really well, apart from just beginning to get a wee bit frustrated with crashes on this game currently. But other than that, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So, there we go. We are all set. Everything in there is set. Flight plan is in. And we are good to go. We should have... How's it going? How's it going, Des? Haven't had many at all. It's mods, isn't it? It's running loads of mods. I had it in developer mode as well, and I was running the... There's a developmental version of the replay function, and I was using that, and I'm pretty sure that might have been the main reason why it crashed every time, because we're not... Well, I've turned it off now, so we shall see. That will be the proof in the pudding, should we say. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. Thanks, Nugget. Do you play this game? What brings you in here today? I'm looking forward to this flight, and hopefully it will just work, is the plan. So there we go. We're still boarding, but everything is done. Everything's in the MCDU, so let's get our clearance. Ah, you do. Nice. Do you play? Have you used the FlyByWire A320, or do you use the original one? It's your favorite game? At the moment, I could genuinely say it is also mine. Okay, so 14,000 feet we are climbing to. And so that's fine.
EasyJet Echo Juliet.
So let's set this bad boy up to 14,000.
Takeoff runway
And that's going to be managed. Heading I want to be managed as well as speed. Should all be good. You fly it? Nice. Well, maybe you can help when I have any issues then, if you've got much experience. I've had this plane for a day, so we shall see. Got your stock simmering. Nice. What are you cooking? What are you cooking, Pando? So I've set the time for me, like right now, it's late.
The cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight.
We have an announcement.
Be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated.
There's a sausage dog.
Get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Yeah, baby. She doesn't want to say hello to anybody. You just subbed thick. Absolute pleasure to have you here. Oh my goodness me, where's she going? She doesn't want to be here. I'm terribly sorry. Oh, that's it. Wave. Hello. She's not coming on the flight. She's just waving goodbye. Hello. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Right, go on then. So I don't like all those scary people. Don't like all those scary people. Anyway, no, thank you very much. Welcome to the community. It is a pleasure to have you. It's always good to meet new people who are interested in new games that I've been playing too. This is the only game I'm interested in playing right now. It's with like the complete 180 even compared to what we normally do. But I'm just addicted to this game. I played it a couple of times and I was like, I'm addicted. So here we are. Well, you've made videos. Oh, nice, but no Microsoft videos yet. Oh, okay. It's definitely a.
Thank you.
Hey, disorientated. Thank you so much for the super chat, dude. You didn't have to do that. Have a safe flight. Thank you. Where are you sitting, Dis? Where are you sitting? Where are you sat, my friend? And hi, Tia. That's hi, Tia. Tia's like, rah, 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 rah. Right, so we're getting there with the boarding side of things. Everyone's kind of content, so that's good news. We got Thariso, Wallace, Nino, Ayono, Romana, Wodge. Oh my God, I can't pronounce any of these names. Ah, there we go, David Day. Beautiful. That's the name we like. Are you playing with all players? I have not got multiplayer on, no. I've got real world traffic on at the moment. Oh, Jazzy Wiggles is here. She doesn't mind being on screen. Be careful. This is the pregnant baby. This is the pregnant sausage. So this is Jazz. Jazz is also coming along. I would try and show you her stomach, but I can't. You can kind of see that she's quite tubby right now. She's got 4 babies in her. She's not coming. It's fine. Go on then. Bless her. But anyway, that's Jazz. She's obviously fine. So, right, how are we getting on with boarding right now? There's not that many people left. So this mod's really cool. This is PACX, which is very much like self-loading cargo, the one we were using last time, but hopefully should have less crashes and less issues. 4 puppies, yes. Got to restring your guitar. Oh, you broke your guitar string, you sausage. At least it wasn't a banjo, Panda. Because you do not want to be breaking any banjo strings. It's like the worst. No, you just don't want to. If you've got a banjo, you don't want to break that string. Ever. One has a home and you guys are keeping the other 3. One has a home because, because they knew about it. Whereas we're not even talking about the fact that she's got pups to anybody until they are done. Do you know what I mean? So, hey, chicken nugget. There you go. Notification came through. Thank you very much. Welcome to the community. Okay, can I get this to... Oh, if I do that... and then put that there. There we go. And then can I move? Yes. That's what I wanted to do. Oh my goodness me. All right, how are we getting on with boarding? All right, we're nearly there. Boarding is nearly there. I want to see if this works. 1, 2, 3, everybody, can you hear me? Public address. 1, 2, 3, everybody, can you hear me? That's so cool. That's so cool. Watch it. I think I can do... Hang on, let me try something. Don't suppose you can bring me a Red Bull up here, can you? All right, let's see. This is going to be a flight...
Don't suppose you can bring me a Red Bull up here, can you?
Damn it. Didn't let me do it. Cancel that one. You can basically use your own voice in this one to do the announcements, and then you tell the software what it is that the announcement is about, and it will then reply to you in a certain way. So, for example, if I go, don't suppose I can grab myself a Red Bull up here? Oh.
Don't suppose I can grab myself a Red Bull up here?
That's like... Why did that disappear? Oh, auto hide delay disabled. I don't want to vocal auto accept time disabled. I just want... There we go. That's what we wanted to do. It's not giving me enough time to choose the thing. Evil, we doing a swap? You having a puppy and I'm having Chewy? Hell no. As cool as Chewy is. I mean, I'd quite happily have loads of dogs, to be honest, but we just don't have the space. Need a bigger house. Ryanair. Ryanair plane low, landing all right now. Okay. All right, so as far as what's left to do, let's get the APU running, because we're currently still running on ground power right now. So Nugget, you want to be a pilot when you're older. It's funny because that's the same with me. Are you learning all of this kind of stuff? Are you trying to sort of use the game to learn how to do all the crazy like tests and pre-flight checks and stuff like that with the fly-by-wire one, or are you at the moment you just enjoy just flying around? You are there. That's such a good idea. Such a good idea. Genius. All right, let's wait for the APU to come on. Shift the landing lights on. Not just yet. We'll turn the beacon on in a minute. Do both. That's cool, dude. That's cool. Well, thank you, everybody, so far for thumbs up. Disorientated, you didn't need to do that. You did not need to give the super chat, but I super appreciate it. So thank you so much for the support. Hopefully, we can get to Poland. It should be approximately, I think, about 9 in the morning. No, hang on. Let me just think. Trying to think what time in the morning it should be that we're expected to get there. you don't have PACX, PACX is really cool. You get it through Orbx or Orbx, depending on how you want to say it. Right, so we got Ryanair flight on the ground right now. We're going to take a look around the airport in a minute, actually, won't we? Okay, so APU is on, so we can now turn off the external power. And we can now go for a little bit of a look around. So this is Bristol Airport. We can go down into the departure lounge and have a little look. Ah. Hey. Do you have to buy it? PACX is paid. Yes, it is. Oh. What have we got? Wonder what's behind there. I won't look. But look, we got Dixon's spikes if we want to buy ourselves a watch. The shelves are very empty, though. Shelves are very empty. What else have we got going on? You been in the airport? In real life? I flew from here to go to Poland. I genuinely... I have flown this exact trip that we are doing today. Here we are. There we go. I've waited in these rooms. Oh, what is this nice pink area over here? What is this guy doing? He's just chilling. He's security. Look. Looks very cool. It does seem like my controls options. So for the controller, I need to change cockpit interaction. Where's the dead zones? I need to change the dead zones on this. I don't know if you can change the dead zones or not. Maybe we can't. There we go. Yeah, that controller's obviously broke. But that's the airport anyway. We're still boarding, but we've got to be nearly there by now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 people left. And then we're done. Bristol's really nice. It's a nice airport. You've been to Manchester, Liverpool, and Birmingham? Have you not been to, like, London Gatwick and London Heathrow and stuff, didn't you? Like the obvious ones. All right, let's request our... should we request our taxi IFR? No, we'll wait. We'll wait for the taxi IFR. We'll wait. The steps have been disconnected anyway, which is strange. I don't know. It's been really weird, the stairs and stuff. I don't know if it's an update or if it just doesn't like this airport, but the stairs have been weird. They haven't stuck where they're supposed to go. Manchester is as good. Oh, okay. Can you go? I guess you can go all over the world from Manchester. I was amazed. I actually flew. So I've tried to make 3 videos today in the last 24 hours of different flights. And every single one of them, the game has broken. So hopefully that won't happen today. But I landed in Amsterdam. And I was amazed. That airport is absolutely humongous. It's ridiculously big. Amsterdam is insane. Have I flown to Dallas? No. In this game, this is my 3rd stream on this game ever, Nugget. So you are here very close to the beginning. This is the first one where hopefully everything's going to just work properly because we know what we're doing. Lisa was talking then. I thought it was an announcement. Okay, so ground services. And we don't need any of that. Let's go back to our clearance. Let's get our taxi IFR clearance.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 with Mike ready to taxi IFR.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 taxi to and hold short of runway 27 via taxiway Zulu Alpha. Contact tower on 133.85 when ready.
Okay.
Taxi to and hold short runway 27 via taxiway Zulu Alpha EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
You flew Dallas to Sydney non-stop 16-hour flight. In the game, Alex, or in real life? How you doing, by the way, Alex? In real life or in the game? Longest flight I've ever done was to Chicago, which was 2 years ago for TwitchCon. And then I then flew from Chicago to San Diego because we split it up into two. So it was a 4-hour flight and a 9-hour flight, but that's the longest I've done. Not in the game. In real life, holy moly, 16 hours in real. I hope the chairs were comfortable, Alex. I hope the chairs were comfortable. That's all I could say. Because I was, even just on that 9-hour flight, I was, my butt was like, you should have got a cushion or something. But no, I hope it was good though. Did you have a good time? You went to the Dallas Cowboys versus the 49ers. Oh, was it a good game? A good game? I don't really follow. That's American football, right? I don't really follow American football so much. Basketball, yes, but not so much American football. 14, LA to Sydney. 14 hours, Horizon. This is so long. It's so long. Anyway, right, let's request our pushback. So let's come into here, ground services. I would like my pushback, please.
Ground EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 requesting pushback.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 pushback request accepted.
Okay, brilliant. All right, pushback is inbound. So while we start pushing back, we will begin to come on, Callum, get your words out. Start the engines is what we will do once that's done. So let's turn that on. Ignition start on. I'm also going to put my first position of flaps. Why is the speed brake all the way up? That's interesting for it to start like that. Okay, so we got pushback. Let's begin. There we go. So and while we are pushing back, let's get these fuel pumps on. Let's also turn on the wing lights, the beacon, strobe onto auto, taxi lights on, landing lights on, and taxi light on. Beautiful. Okay. On goes engine number... Oh, goodness sake. All right, on comes the first engine. Oh, we can probably up the speed a little bit on that pushback. Dallas is an insane airport, one of the biggest international terminals. Oh, I'm looking forward to, as I said, this game, I'm fully addicted to this game. There's not even any different way of going about it. It's an addiction. And I want to perfect being able to fly the plane first, and then I want to do some really long haul flights. We've got a lot of time coming up where the puppies are born, where I need to be awake all night. So we're talking like 8-hour streams at that point, which means we can basically fly anywhere in the world. So I'm happy to do that. I thoroughly enjoy it. You did DCA, DFW to Sydney, 30-hour travel all day. Wow. So for the plane, I am using... oh, hang on a minute. First of all...
is flowing to the mast, and you can breathe normally. If you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one, but secure your mask and then assist others. Keep
Okay,
your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it.
I'm using a
In the
joystick.
unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in
So
a
I
pouch
just
under
have
your
a
seat or
throttle
between
stick,
your armrest.
and I
When
have
instructed to
a
do so,
side-tick
open the
joystick
plastic
over
pouch
here.
and remove the vest.
So
Flip it over your head.
these
Wrap
I've
the
had for
straps around
years
your
and
waist
years and
and
years.
buckle
I
at the
think
front.
they might
Pull
have
the
been
straps
bought by
tight.
Logitech now,
To inflate the vest, pull
but
firmly on the red
I've had
cord
them
only
for
when
years and years and
exiting
years,
the
but they still work
aircraft.
perfectly
If it
well.
doesn't
So
inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and a light. If you need to, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight.
non-smoking
Tampering with,
flight, right?
disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found on the safety card located.
Hang on a minute, are my speed brakes back on?
Know if you have any questions.
What's going on with the speed
Thank you for flying with us
brakes?
again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Why does my speed brake lever keep moving? Is it one of these? Ah. All right, so my button for the HUD for that thing is the speed brake button, which is interesting. Okay. Anyway. All right, we went a little bit too far because I got ahead of myself there. There we go. Put the brakes on. All right, so I've set the speed brake button I need to change essentially. Or I can probably change. Yeah, let's stop the pushback a minute. I need to go into my control options, keyboard, search by input. This one is left brake, so that can be cleared. Validate. Okay. And what we're going to do, so that's fine. Apply and save. And then in here, I'm going to change my keybind for toggle the HUD. Needs to be changed to that one. Multiply. There we go. All right, so that explains the speed brake situation. So now if we go into here and have a look, speed brakes off, flaps on 1, both engines are fine, so we can bring that up. We can also turn off the APU now. And we are good to go. Taxi lights on. All right, let's get this sucker in the air, shall we? You have one of those? It's really good. I like it. My son's got a much newer one. He got his for his birthday. Brilliant. Cabin's ready for takeoff. Yeah. Lisa. That's fine. You're allowed. All right, here we go. Takeoff. That's the hardest bit. Make sure you've got your boiled sweet, Evil, okay? You're going to need a boiled sweet. Is the information down the bottom changing, by the way, that's underneath my camera? Yes, it is, isn't it? Beautiful. All right. Let's get our takeoff clearance. Back to clearance. Request our takeoff clearance.
Bristol Tower EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 at runway 27 ready for departure IFR to Krakow.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 altimeter 30.2113017. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Excellent.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Clear for takeoff, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get in the air, shall we? No, actually, let's not do that. All right, let's go. Gives you the shivers just thinking about flying. Ah, don't worry. You're in safe hands, Evil. You not remember the last time we flew? Went absolutely swimmingly. You're on the runway? Okay, well, you better get out of the way because I'm coming through. The sun is just coming up. Look at that. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And here we are. Just do a couple more checks. Everything's all good. TCAS is TCAS is on standby. Set TCAS to RA. There we go. Beautiful. Everything else is good. All the checks are done. Let's get ourselves in the sky. This is your captain speaking. We are ready to go. Stop screaming. Eat your boiled sweet. Love life. Should have probably done an announcement, but this is a new mod and I completely forgot that we should have done that. It's all good to go. P1, so we'll rotate. And we are in the air. Gear up. Flaps up. And autopilot on.
Uniform 4585, contact Manchester Center on 118.775. Good day.
Excellent. Throttle to climb.
118.775 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform.
Music selection is very chillaxing. I figured we'll just make it relaxing. I need to sort out my music again. Used to always have the music set really nicely.
Manchester Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 is passing 3,400 feet, climbing 14,000 feet.
Used to always have like all the music set up really well, but because of the copyright situation with one of the providers I was using, I had to do it all again. So yeah, now I need to sort it all out again. And then because we haven't been using music for a lot of the time recently, I was just like, nah, we'll just leave it.
Manchester Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 requesting vector to next waypoint.
Am I playing online with all players or live players? Not currently, no, because I didn't have it on as default. So it wasn't like I haven't not got it on purpose. I genuinely just hadn't thought about it. But we should do in the future. I should do really. But yeah, currently we don't. So let's see. We are currently just...
Turn right heading 270, resume on navigation EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
What was I going to say? Getting confused now. Okay. Yeah, I just had it set on my normal settings, which is I don't usually have it with live players when I'm just randomly playing. Oh, we have just gone through 10,000 feet, or we're about to. So we can turn our landing lights off. We can retract those. Taxi lights off.
You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page to pay a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary
Wi-Fi.
TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
There you go, look. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to watch live TV. There you go, Buck. While you're in Icarus, digging away, killing things.
Off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
There we go. We are in the sky. What was that? Oh, right. I thought it was a cat going... Confused. So is the game too loud? Would you say the game is too loud? I was thinking this the other day, actually. Genuinely thinking that the game probably should be on 70. No? No? Okay. long as everyone can hear the music as well. Droning loud vacuum cleaner sound. Yeah. All right, climb to flight level 220. Where's my buttons? There we go. 220. There we go. Keep it at 7, but it wasn't bad. The thing I'm struggling to balance with this game, Horizons, is the outside noise as well. So, for example, if I go to the outside, like, that's really loud. Why is the tail light not on? Nav lights on, strobes on. They're off. Why is the light? We have like a light not working. We have a broken light. Nav lights on. Interesting. We have an issue. We didn't check. Unless, interestingly enough, do you think it's to do with the APU? Just out of interest? Is it something like I have not turned on? Do you know what I mean? Because that's always an issue. Always an option. Sorry. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, we've got to maintain flight level 270.
Climb and maintain flight level 270 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
There we go. Oh. There we go. Oh, we are straight in. Set barometric pressure to standard. Oh.
Climb and maintain flight level 340 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
They're sending us straight up. Boom. No, evil. No booms. No kabooms today. No kaboomies today. I'm going to turn the APU on and see if it fixed the light outside. No, it did not. Okay, so it's not the APU. APU is not the problem. The problem is the... What do we have here? Let's arm the emergency signs. And yeah, landing lights. Negative. Taxi lights. No. Strobe lights. Maybe have the strobe lights. It's being weird. Don't you be weird with me, game. Don't you be weird with me. There we go. Finding the blimmin'... There we go. Them on auto. Wing lights. On. Nav logo. On. No. We got no lights. They're broken. You'd lose it if a bird hit a window. Well, you're sat next to the window, Evil, so try not to hit it. All right, so we're now headed east across England. I can show you exactly where we are on the map. So, we are currently here. So we've done our little loop, and we're now heading in this direction. 1 hour and 51 minutes remaining, 854 miles. We've got a little bit of weather to go through, but we'll probably go over it, I assume. When does the meal service and beverages begin? It's a good question. Now, I wonder if we can get the beverages. I wonder if we can tell them to do the beverages. Should we try? See if we can use this sucker just here to interact, so we can do flight attendant requests. No, that's not. Oh, I think they do it themselves. So, right, I want to try. I'm going to try and see if I can get Horizons a beverage. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. I don't suppose Horizons can get a beverage, please. That'd be amazing. Thanks. Flight attendant requests. Drink. Let me see. I don't suppose Horizons can get a beverage, please. That'd be amazing. Thanks.
All right.
That's so cool. I'm just going to sit here and talk to the flight attendant the whole stream. You guys, you do you, all right? Enjoy yourselves. Do whatever you got to do. It's fine. I'm just going to talk to the computer for ages. That was so cool. Remember, I'm in first class. Oh, God. Horizon's upgraded to first class. There you go, look. This is where Horizons is currently sat, looking out the window, drinking his beverage, which has just been delivered. Just been delivered. That's so cool. That is really cool. Take a parachute, please.
Echo Juliet Uniform 45 feet 5 contact London Center on 118.475.
118.475. EasyJet. Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. I think that's what you're supposed to say to that.
118.475 for EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Not too bad. So I'm going to be really annoying, and like most of the announcements and stuff like that you have to, or the interactions with ATC, I'm going to try and sort of memorize to use, because eventually I want to play on VatSim. And VatSim, you got like Thick, you probably already know about it. Alex, you probably already know about it. A lot of you guys might actually already know what VatSim is, but it's essentially kind of like GTA RP, but for flight sims. So you basically, that's your seat, Evil, by the way. You get the wing seat this time. That's, you know, if you're flying around and you need to get clearance to land at an airport, there's a person who's sat playing ATC game. Like, you know, they have their own software. They can see where all the planes are. They land the planes. They tell the planes where to go. So that's eventually something I want to learn how to do. I've always wanted to be a pilot since I was like a child. But the cost of training to become a pilot is like £85,000. I looked into it recently, actually, and I was like, I don't have £85,000. So I'm a computer pilot for now. Okay. That's how it's going to be. Look at that sunrise, though. What does it look like from there? That's a nice thing. The only way that I can take screenshots as well, Horizons, I've figured this out. I've just got to leave NVIDIA overlay on and use NVIDIA overlay to do it. It's the only way I can figure out to be able to take decent screenshots in this game without, you know, using the snipping tool or whatever it is like that. So it's kind of annoying. Currently flying over Swindon, if anyone was interested. You want to be a pilot license? If you want to be a kid. So yeah, the licenses are not too bad. It's the hours that you need to learn how to do it. And what I looked into is being an airline. So I wanted to be an airline pilot. But I was never able to do it when I was younger because I couldn't afford it. And I looked into it recently, and guess what? Still the same price. So yeah, that ain't happening. But it's fine. We can do this for now. But yeah, it is a pretty view. This game is gorgeous when it needs to be. Look at the way, like, the clouds. You've got like the what's it called? There's like the big fat cumulonimbus clouds. Is that what they're called? You've got like loads of them, and then there's like this wispy, foggy thing. The weather just looks good. I like it. That is a picture that needs to be taken. That is. Look at that. That's the people from Lost headed towards the light. You'll be a commercial pilot. I have a friend who's a commercial pilot. It's a really good job. And, you know, you get to travel the world. Obviously, you fly planes, which is obviously amazeballs. But yeah, it's an expensive training thing to aim for. But never mind. So there we go. So Horizons has got his drink. So that's good. Evil wants a parachute. I wonder what else we can do with this. Interact with passengers and crew. Public address. Have we reached our cruising altitude? 35,000 feet I thought was our cruising altitude. Hey, dope. How's it going, buddy? Out on the town when you get to Krakow. You know it. You know it. Hey, Krakow, I actually went. The flight we're doing today, Bristol to Krakow, is a flight I have done in real life where I went for my friend's stag do, or bachelor party, as the Americans call it. And it was, like I say, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. They've got this big sort of like town square, which has got restaurants and bars all around the edge of it. And there's this big, giant, really old church in the middle. And it's just stunning. And it's cheap as anything. Absolutely cheap as anything. So, yeah, it's a very, very cool place to go. Kokomo. Oh, we're not going to Kokomo now. Flight attendant tells you, though. Maybe another day, though. Maybe another day. You never know. How you doing anyway, Dirk? How be life? I finished my drink. Not good news, is it? That view, though. That view is just gorgeous. So how long have you got left at work, Horizon? You must be getting towards the end of work now. What time is it? The funny thing is I can't see the actual writing right now. Is there writing on the screen up above me? What's written on the screen up above? Bum. Do. What is that? What do we have? One of the, let's see which one it is. Try and figure out. It's not on that one. So it's on the capture card one, I think. Or is it the... No, it's not the alerts. Not that one. Not that one. It's not that one. Okay, so we've got something weird going on one of these. Let's have a look. Just having a day of it. Having a day where nothing wants to work. Ah, that's exactly what that is. There we go. Boom, fixed. There we go. So, we need to cruise between London and Centre. I'm pretty sure they're going to tell us to go to 35,000 feet right now.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 London Center. Continue to orbit as planned.
Maybe not.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Yeah, there we go.
And maintain flight level 350.
There we go.
Climb and maintain flight level 350. EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Okay. So the altitude is working. I've just noticed underneath it says altitude 33,000. So that's cool. That altitude's working. When's your streaming times? At the moment, it should be Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. But as of in about 2 weeks' time, I will be here every night. So always in the evening, though. Always in the evening. Are you from England, Nugget, or are you from the United States? We've got our spade. That's our airspeed. So I've used this really cool piece of software just here. Distance. Flight distance. Flight percentage. So it's not really paying attention to any of that stuff, is it? So probably could just get rid of that. Do we have an ETA? The ETA's not in there either. Strangely. Arrival? No. No, I don't know what that is. ETA and distance seems to be not functioning correctly, and I don't know why. Never mind. Never mind. Hey, Lisa is a bot again. We got more of them. The bots are back. MRI tomorrow? Oh, no. Are you all right, Danger? Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully nothing bad happens. When are you going to change it to, like, all players and live players? I don't know. I don't know. Not entirely sure. At the moment, it is nice to be just joined by the real world traffic, having, you know, like the likes of when you're flying around, you've got like EasyJet so and so, or you've got, you know, Ryanair something or other. I like the realism in this kind of thing. I hope it goes quick as well. I hope it goes quick and that it's all positive. What I hope. I'm sure it will be.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight service.
Oh, there we go.
We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for our list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, please note that we only accept credit cards.
Only credit cards, okay? So if you've got like if you're rich and you've got £1 million in a debit card account, sorry, we don't take it. We only take money that is owned by the bank that you are borrowing to buy this, okay? Not having any debit, all right? All credit only. Got it? Okay, good. Glad we all know where we stand. Do. So I wonder what other... Let's have a look at all the different types of announcement we can do. All right, so... Got public address, general and points of interest. So I'm just interested to what happens, like if they say anything. I guess they probably wouldn't say anything, would they? But I bet you it improves. I bet you if the... Oh, hang on. So everyone's very satisfied right now with serving drinks and snacks. So your snacks and your drinks come around Horizons. So think about it. Make sure you got a credit card out, no debit cards, and you can buy yourself a drink and a snack. But I'm wondering if the passengers are unsatisfied and you do an announcement to say there's a point of interest, I wonder if that makes them more happy. Because that would make sense, wouldn't it? It's on the house in first class. Oh, of course, Horizons. In fact, you're practically sat there, really. Like, you should be sat there, really. But I know you'd much prefer to be out with the rabble. I need to sort out my flypad. That's what I need to do. I want to sort out my Navigraph subscription because I have a Navigraph subscription. I've had it. About embarrassingly for a very long time without realizing. From when I used to play X-Plane 11 about 5 years ago. It's about £25 a year, I think. It's just been seeping out of my PayPal account without me knowing for 5 years or so. I found this out because I thought, oh, Navigraph, that might be useful to have. So I had a look and I logged in the other day, like, was it like a week ago, 5 days ago? And I was like, oh, you need a subscription. I was like, hang on a minute, I've got one. Why have I got one? Hopefully Lisa's watching TV and she doesn't hear that. When is the descent into Krakow? So the descent into Krakow is going to be in approximately an hour. All right, so we've got a lot of chilling and chatting first. So that's kind of how it goes with these flights. A lot of chatting, but then I quite enjoy just having a chat, if I'm honest. You're going to pretend you're a vampire living in your coffin because you hate confined spaces. It's very spacious out the back, Danger. Because you're in first class with Horizons and Evil. All right, so don't worry, you got loads of space. You're loving life right there. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum ba bum. I wonder if we can. Wonder if we could do an announcement. I wonder what they'll say. What other ones did we have? I wanna see what responses we get. So I want to do, like, you got flight attendant requests. We have drink, generic, meal, restroom, and snack. What ones should we experiment with next? Let's try the restroom one. Let's see what happens when we do the restroom one. Which button did I have it for? I think it was this one. Oh, this is your captain speaking. I would very, very much like to do a poo. I should have gone before I left, but I forgot. So I was just wondering if perhaps one of the cabin crew can come and help me out with that. Maybe top me up with toilet paper. Because we are extremely professional on this flight. Flight attendant requests. Restroom. This is your captain speaking. I would very, very much like to do a poo. I should have gone before I left, but I forgot. So I was just wondering if perhaps one of the cabin crew can come and help me out with that. Maybe top me up with toilet paper.
All right.
All right. They're all over it. Those cabin crew, they are on point. What's generic? Generic is just for, like, random announcements. So you can make very professional. Of course. Well, we're not on VatSim or we're not doing anything crazy like that. So there's no reason why we can't have a little bit of a laugh while we're on it. So I'm trying to what we're actually playing on now, this PACX mod does have a slight career mode to it. So you have to try and make sure that your flights are successful, that your landings are successful, and that everyone's satisfied, etc. There are emergencies as well. So you will sometimes get the cabin crew bring up a medical emergency, at which point I'm assuming we would have to land. I did not think that through. There are emergencies in this mod. So there's emergency. I'm wondering how that works. I'm guessing we'll find out at some point. I'm guessing we will find out at some point. Oh. Okay.
Going to 125.0 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
All right.
Brussels Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 flight level 350.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 Brussels Center. Continue to Ravix as planned.
Beautiful. Okay. And we did, so we're on Brussels Center. I don't know what the dog's being weird. Wish you had more subs. Best way to get more subs is to make more videos. And that's literally it. Think we find something that you're interested in and go and make some videos about it. Tutorial videos are the best, short and sweet. Don't ask for people to subscribe straight away and all those kind of things. And you'll do it. You'll do it. We proved that with the Icarus channel, I think, before Christmas. So just keep going, man. Keep going. You'll get there. You'll get there. Just keep knocking out those videos and you will get there. Definitely. It's a weird one, really, because like this channel, for example, I know how many channel subscribers have we got now? Like, I think it's like 7,000-ish. But most of them were from a game called Grounded. And so, and the rest of them have all come from tech tutorials. So it's by no means a reflection. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's like 9 people in here watching us play flight sims because most people haven't subscribed to the channel because of wanting to watch flight sims. So the number of subs doesn't matter. Just keep making videos of what you're interested in, and you will slowly but surely build up a group of people that are all interested in that as well. And then every time you make something new, you'll get more. But yeah, just focus on that. You'll get there, dude. You will get there. How's Evil's seat? She's got those nice clouds to look at. Watch a lot of flight sims. I'm looking forward to do some obscenely, disgustingly long flights that everyone's like, Callum, why? That's what I'm looking forward to doing. I want to do flights where it starts in the day, we go through nighttime, and then we end the flight in the daytime again. That's what I want to do. Because I'm that boring. Okay, we got 1 hour and 42 minutes until our expected arrival time. Which is interesting, because I feel like we're going to be incredibly early. I'm going to fly to Florida. When the puppies are here, Horizons, yes. I very much want to do those kind of things. Sad as it is, I'm quite happy to just whack some music on and sit here and just do like a flight of some description. Maybe look at some game trailers or stuff like during the flight. You know what I mean? Like just kind of almost like just stupid long just chatting streams, but whilst playing this. And then, you know, the beginning and the end involves a lot of work. The middle just involves mainly just dealing with ATC. And as I say, I'm quite happy to do that right now. That's where my brain is right now. That is where my brain is living currently. So, but there we go. But yeah, I'd love to fly to Florida. Or like go to like Hawaii and do some flights looking around. What is Tia barking at? I'm gonna have a look on my Nest cam because I can't be bothered to move across to the other side of the room. Tia, what are you barking at, sweetheart? What is she barking at? Where even is she? No thanks. I think it's a cat. Message. Tia. Cat, maybe. Let's see what she says. We're going to have a go at Lost Ark. I haven't even looked at it. I don't even know what it is. What is Lost Ark? I've seen a fair few people talking about it. Lost Ark game. I don't want to watch. I just want to see images currently. Is there a cat under there? Oh, he's not supposed to be in. He went out because he was being a pain. Sorry. He was being horrible, so we had to go out. Tia was just warning us. Tia was warning us that the cat was about to destroy the entire planet in one fell swoop. Diablo-esque RPG, but it's also an MMO. I don't know. If I'm honest with you, probably not. I don't think it's really my scene, personally. If it's free, I might have a little look at it while we've got all those many hours of streaming while the puppies are young. But if I'm honest, I don't really think it's my cup of tea. I guess you all are, though. From the conversation you were all having in Discord earlier, I'm assuming you guys are all going to have a go at it. South Korean game. South Korean. It is free. Comes out in 2 days. I might have a wee look then. Might install it if it's free. We are now approaching Europe. Oh, but no, we are just coming over Bruges right now. We're going over Bruges currently. And yeah, we're about maybe a third of the way through the flight, possibly. I want to zoom out the whole page. There we go. That's what I want. There we go. That's how I wanted it. So yeah, we're just about to fly over Brussels. Got about 624 miles left. So yeah, we're just about a third of the way through our trip. Send me another suggestion on Discord. Sweet. Let's let them look out the window. See how this works. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have just begun flying over Europe. Look out the window, and no one is speaking English anymore. So enjoy the view of all the clouds. You can't see anything down there, but if you wave and really make a lot of noise, then maybe they'll hear you down there. We're about a third of the way through. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We've just begun flying over Europe. Look out the window, and no one is speaking English anymore. So enjoy the view of all the clouds. You can't see anything down there, but if you wave and really make a lot of noise, then maybe they'll hear you down there. We're about a third of the way through. Marbles and stuff only works on So the person who was Derpy Derp, I don't know if he's still in here. Are you still in here, Dan, you sausage? The person who was Derpy Derp is one of the people I went to freaking Krakow with back in the day. What's he sent me? Oh, Kokomo is the club, of course. Flippin' heck. My days. You're right, Dan. Did you manage to, did you spend all that stupid amount of money on an iRacing setup yet? Or not? Oh. We're even on an EasyJet plane, mate. Even on an EasyJet plane. This is literally the flight we did. Apparently it's been shut down for fraud. Well, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. Deary B. Deary me. No, that was a good time. And so damn cheap. You're too cheap. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Do I have Jackson? No, I don't. I haven't purchased very many airports in total. We've just got Bristol and Krakow. But yeah, it's very expensive. It's like iRacing, isn't it, Dan? So it's expensive to go down the rabbit hole of buying all the airports. There are a lot of free ones though, which I'm trying to look through. Plane looks cleaner. Yes. Yeah, this one's pretty. This isn't the new planes. These are the new ones. Because it was a very long time ago. Like a very, very long time ago. It was, say, like 8 years? 9 years? 8 or 9 years ago, I think. Flipping forever ago. Absolutely forever ago. But man, I'm hoping. We look out that window, look. So there is clear skies that way. So with a bit of luck, there might be some clear skies ahead of us too as we fly over Germany. But it looks like we're just about gonna fly through the clouded area and leave the clear area on the right hand side. Horizons, thanks for the lurk, man. Thanks for the lurk. So have you not even got your steering wheel working yet, Dan? Oh, that's what I was saying, Horizons, before you go, is Marbles on stream and the Stream Raiders and stuff, they are Twitch. They only integrate with Twitch. Sitting in first class, chicken nugget. Nice. Should we get you some chicken nuggets? The heck? That was weird. Can I get some chicken nuggets to first class, please? Chicken nuggets to first class, thank you. There you go, mate. Can I get some chicken nuggets to first class, please? Chicken nuggets to first class, thank you.
Okay.
There you go. They're bringing you your nuggets. Don't you panic. What are you playing at the moment then, Danger? Are you getting ready for some... You getting ready for some Lost Island? Stream Raiders should work off of Twitch. All the components are on a separate webpage worth. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. That's not a bad idea. Because I know that Marbles literally just links directly to your Twitch account because you need to type like exclamation mark, whatever, don't you? So, you are right. That might work. Just buy some decent pedals, maybe bodge a chair so it's fixed to your current wheel holder. It's fair enough. Yeah, my whole everything to do with all my sim stuff that I've got into recently is all bodged. I'd say this flight stick, so the throttle and the yoke that I've got I've had it since before Aidan was born, I think. So I've had it for more than like 11 years, this stick. And it was only the other day I was like randomly, I was like, I've got one of those in the loft, I swear I have. So I went up in the loft, try and find it, and plugged it in. Still works, brilliant, lovely. Steering wheel is Lisa's dad's old G25. So, and I don't have the gear stick for it, so I have to use, I can only basically use the shifters. Or the paddles, sorry, paddle shifters. So yeah, it's like, mine's all bodged, really. One thing that isn't bodged is the PC, which is pretty damn heavy. But other than that, all the sim stuff's all bodged together. Everyone's only 94% satisfied. 45 minutes until top of descent as well. One more week of overtime, and then you're back to normal hours. That'll be good. That'll be good. All right, let's have a little look. So, where's the old... Do you play flight sims as well? Dan, or are you only the driving? So yeah, 104 miles. All right, let's contact Amsterdam Center.
119.175 for EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Oh. Something happened then, don't know what that was.
Amsterdam Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 flight level 3.
Yeah, a bit of turbulence there, I think, didn't we?
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 Amsterdam Center. Continue to roam as planned.
It's like a roller coaster tycoon. You got to get some vertical interest. Yeah, do loop the loop. That'll work. PC and internet isn't quite good enough to drive it. Oh, you got a VR now, have you? Oh, you didn't tell me that. Didn't know you had a VR now. In VR, this is not optimized. It's not optimized enough in VR. Definitely 100%, which is a shame because it's so good. Like, it is so good in VR. The immersion is just another level, but it's just not optimized very well. I find that, like, when I'm moving my head side to side, it stutters, but only the cockpit. It's like the plane stutters, but I can have all of the rest of the detail, like for the ground and the clouds and everything all on ultra, and it's completely happy. It's fine, but the cockpit jutters, and it's just, yes, like you say, vomit city, unfortunately. We fly into your home airport, Kennedy. Not today, but we will do another day for sure. As I'm trying to get to grips, as I say, I want to eventually. I want to eventually be using VatSim. That's the plan. Okay, so we should have about 40 minutes till we begin our descent. So we'll chill out. Everyone's slightly less satisfied. I wonder if I can point out a point of interest. What do we got? What are we flying over right now? Flying over Dusseldorf. Let's give these guys a fun fact. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to look out the right-hand side of the plane right now, you will see the German city of Cologne, which is, fun fact, where every single piece of perfume in the entire world is manufactured. So, piece of information for you. I hope you enjoy that point of interest. Now, get more satisfied. Thank you very much. That should work. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to look out the right-hand side of the plane right now, you will see the German city of Cologne, which is, fun fact, where every single piece of perfume in the entire world is manufactured. So, piece of information for you. I hope you enjoy that point of interest. Now, get more satisfied. Thank you very much. Look! It worked! Chicken nugget, it worked! Everyone's 99% satisfied now. Okay. We can run this airline the Facebook way. We'll just feed everybody with absolute rubbish that sounds interesting, and they'll love it. Beautiful. Dennis, how's it going, buddy? As opposed to the city of Cologne, which smells much differently. You tosser. How's it going, Dennis? How's your day, dude? Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, dearie me. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful news. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. kind of want to have that, like, over that as well. There we go. Ooh, then can we move that up there? Yes, Danger, I'm messing. Sorry. Don't worry about it. It's fine. The situation is under control. There, and then I can bring that down. Love fixing things. Doing great. Glad to hear it, Dennis. Glad to hear it. Already loving it. Thick, it is great to have you as part of our community. We mainly play survival games, but I just don't have any I want to play recently. None. There is nothing I want to play. And instead of pushing myself into just playing it anyway for the sake of it and not having fun, I am playing what I want to, which is this. The wheel's flying. Stop it right now. It worked. It worked. I just needed to move something, and it's moved now, and it works, and we're all happy, all right? Danger was all good. You're at Kennedy in the game in a 737. I've never flown a 737 in Flight Sim 2020. Believe I have used it in the old one, X-Plane 11, and I used to have FSX as well, but I stopped playing them. So the thing that I think, or the reason I think that this has grabbed me so much is because it's got built into it what on the previous flight sims you had to spend hundreds, if not thousands of pounds to get, which is the scenery, like the photographic or photogrammetry, they call it, don't they? The scenery. And obviously this is built in. And I always used to play the old ones thinking, why on earth don't they just use Google Maps? And then boom, this one came out and it's got Google Maps or Bing Maps built into it. So that, I think, is what's grabbed me. And obviously, I mean, it looks and plays fantastically as well, but that's the thing that grabbed me on this one. You played the forest? I have. I've completed the forest with Pando. Pando, who is around somewhere. Don't know where, but he is around somewhere. And we have completed the forest. Sons of the Forest is one that we'll all be playing. Hopefully, assuming the game comes out finished, because let's face it, there's been a lot of games recently that have come out and they're not even finished. That's one problem with Icarus. That's, I think, what drove so many people away so early, is the fact that it wasn't finished. I think if they'd have waited, Buck, you might join me on this one, you might agree, you might not agree. I think if they'd have waited, for example, for Icarus, if they'd have just gone, you know what, we're really sorry, but it's not done. We will be releasing it in 2 months' time, you know, bring it out end of February, and we'll just be working on it, hammering it out, and we'll release it at the end of February instead. Then end of February, they would have had that huge influx of players that they did at the beginning, but more of them would have stayed, rather than, I think what actually happened was a lot of people did it, they played it, they returned it, or they just, you know, uninstalled it and left it back in the land of Steam Ether, or the whatever you want to call it. But hey ho. Right, they're only 94% satisfied again. Why is everybody so unsatisfied? May the 20th. Nice. How are we getting on our flight right now? See Europe down there, look. I love even the wing flex, look. Look at that. The realism is insane. Do 3 more months past holidays and a proper full beta test, and it would have been... I agree. 100%, Buck. Totally agree with you. But they rushed it to get out before Christmas, I think. That's what they did, isn't it? Don't you think? I'd say rushed it to get out before Christmas. And, yeah. Might have... Maybe they needed... Maybe the company needed money. Maybe they needed that money to come in before Christmas. I don't know. Because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes either, do you? You know, for a decision like that to be made. It's nice looking out that window, though, that we've got. We can kind of see what's going on. See for miles, but unfortunately, there's just not much there. Not much going on. Can see for miles, but we haven't got anything 4 miles to see. So there's the irony in that one. So I wonder why everyone's not so satisfied. Should we have a little look? Let's see. Who's not satisfied? People. Not hungry, not tired. Launches at specific times sometimes get tied to bonuses and stuff. Yeah. Exactly. Did you get Icarus done or not? Holiday, Christmas time frame probably had a lot to do with it. Yeah. Not having a true early access means traditional financing and those investors want returns. Yeah, they should have done it early access. But hindsight is a great thing, whatever they call it, I guess. Who's this? So Sean Lewis is a bit thirsty. He's in business class. Where is business class? Is this business class? Yeah. And then we go, oh, or is this what trip, kind of a trip they're on, actually? Yeah, this is what kind of a trip they're on. Business trip, 45 years old, somewhat thirsty, somewhat tired. Everyone's a little bit thirsty. I think that's what it comes down to. I think everyone's just a bit thirsty. So I'm pretty sure that they will I think they just bring the drinks around themselves. I don't think I have anything to do with that. That attitude. I think talking about Icarus whilst in a plane is a bit sketchy. I didn't even think of that. Nobody can ignore the impact Cyberpunk 2077 had on the industry with multiple delayed launches and the impact. Yeah. I don't know. I just... like, I think especially in the survival game category or genre in general, I think most of the games that I have played that are survival games, which has been the majority of what we played as a community for the last 2-3 years, have all been in early access first for at least a year. So I just don't see why they didn't go down that route. But like you said, there's always something somewhere, as you said, Dan and Buck. There's always something behind the scenes somewhere caused them to do it how they did it, and that's just the way it is. Watching some of Dean Hall interviews right from the start, they had the plan to do the staged rollout into the alien environments. Yeah, the DLC. Oh, I don't know if it should be DLC. I must admit again, but like the rolling out the different world parts in stages makes sense. Ark do it, don't they? Ark have done it, and they've made it work very well for the entire lifespan of their game. But the game now, even just looking at the game as it is now compared to how it was in December, it's a completely different game.
127.6 for EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 458.
Might be why they didn't think much about releasing it in unfinished state and just improving as they go. Maybe. It's about customer satisfaction, though. They need to be thinking about that number down at the bottom of the screen right here. The one down there, that's what they need to be looking at, their satisfaction. But, hey-ho. I don't make video games. I make videos. I'm used to people giving me jip. Obviously, we used to get all the time. Play Ark. I'm gonna bite my nails like a true adult. Yeah. Play Ark. God, don't miss that. Every update breaks your game even more. Just strange, because you think some of them at least would fix it. At least fix it a little bit. I'll get on with fuel, so still got 7.7 tons of fuel left, and we are only halfway through, so we've got a lot of spare fuel. We could have gone with the original 9.5 tons, but hey ho, all good. We're going through quite a bit of turbulence right now. Here to hear the captain's reassuring announcements to increase satisfaction. That's true. We probably should do another reassuring announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to reassure you that today we are not going to crash. The ground is a very long way down, but we have a special procedure that does not need to involve parachutes, where we can get you down onto the ground safely and securely. So, chill out. That should work. Let's see. That can be a public address. Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to reassure you that today we are not going to crash. There you go. The ground is a very long way down, but we have a special procedure that does not need to involve parachutes, where we can get you down onto the ground safely and securely. What we didn't inform them is that procedure that we are going to be using may not involve parachutes, but it involves a giant bouncy castle and a net and a few cardboard boxes. That's how we're getting down there. Apart from Evil, she can have a parachute. She can have a parachute. Yes, she can. The scenery is just so nice, but we just got so many scattered clouds. So currently we're flying right over Germany. Zoom in a little bit and see where exactly in Germany we are. So we're flying over a place called Kassel by the looks of things. It's like the EastEnders, Dan. It's flipping. It's EastEnders. Dun, 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 dun. Can't see any like football stadiums or anything. I think we're all good, Evil. Look at the hills down there, look. One thing I do get confused with, and anyone who knows, feel free to let me know what that is, but there's... you can actually download separately. I don't know if Pike's still there, maybe you know. Hey, Red Hawk, how's it going, buddy? Good evening. Good evening, sir. We've got 26 minutes until we begin our descent, so you've arrived just in time. You spawned in at the right time. You can still buy scenery, like scenery packs for countries from Orbx. Maybe you know this, Dan, I don't know. You can still buy scenery packs from Orbx for this game, for certain countries, where I thought that it was all included in the game. Or is it just that slowly but surely Microsoft bring them in, but Orbx give you the option to buy them first to get them cheap, to get them earlier, maybe? Stock needs another 2 or 3 hours of simmering. Hey. It's all right today because I'm not hungry. But when we start streaming for like 8 hours to go, when the puppies come along, you're going to need to hold off with the food talk later on in the stream so that I don't get too hungry. Thank you everyone who's given the stream a thumbs up today. I appreciate it. I know this is completely different from usual. Tell you what we should have done. We should have... We should do a flight. A party flight. We'll put the party music on. We'll have to... If we go somewhere that's party, that's what we'll have to do. This is the most random thing. Like I would never ever have imagined I would be sitting here streaming Flight Simulator a year and a half ago. I would not have had the guts. But yeah, how you doing, Red Hawk? I don't like how the ETA isn't working. I'm gonna have to try and figure out why the ETA doesn't work. I wonder if it's because I'm not using the time in game. I wonder if it's because I'm not using real life time. I wonder if I used real life time, if it would tell me, maybe. Well, we will see. What else can we do in here? Getting a scammy eye today. Let's have a look if we've got anyone interesting. Irma. How's Irma doing? She's only on a leisure trip. She's super thirsty, though. I have to go around with some drinks in a minute, guys and girls. If I click that, no. So there's no way of making the cabin crew dish out food and drink. They just do. So that's interesting. Rita, she's thirsty too. She's 80 years old. 80. Uh, 33, 73. We've got some 9-year-old Roman Jaskulski, who is currently not sat with his parents. That's good, isn't it? We've got Ryan Reynolds. No, Kai Reynolds. Diana Robinson. She is somewhat thirsty. They seem to never do that. That's one thing I've noticed on both of the mods we've used for passengers. Hey, welcome back, Tim. How are you doing, dude? There's one thing I've noticed is that they don't have, like, you'd think if there was like a 9-year-old that they would be sat next to an adult with the same surname, but they don't seem to do that. Like here we have Gideon, who's 36. We've got a 14-year-old Victoria Wright, who's sat with 84-year-old Tim Oliver, Ellis, Walshak, Pearson. Like nobody is here. Nobody is caring for these children. Nobody is caring for the children. Disgusting. Disgusting behavior. All right, everyone's relatively... I think everyone's getting thirsty is the gist of the whole satisfaction thing. But we are very, very, very quickly approaching the edge of... the edge of Germany right now. So we're almost all the way through Germany. And then we head over Czechia, which is what, Czech. We head and we fly over there for a little bit before we begin our approach into Krakow. So, but yeah, we are more than halfway there. Chicken Nugget, welcome back. Welcome back. It's the landing that this is all about. This is all about the landing. So Dan, I don't know if you were here last time. I don't know if you're still here now. But last time was the first flight I'd ever done using... we were trying to land in Sydney, and there's a few people in here who are much better at the game than I am, and giving me pointers as to what to do. And then we realized I didn't have the scenery, so I'm looking out the window like, where's the scenery? What's going on? I haven't got the Australia scenery. And then I turn around, and then like we're about 4,000 feet in the air with about a mile to go to the runway, and I'm like, screw it, down we go. We didn't make it. It was bad. So hopefully this one will just go nice and smooth. We're going for the butter this time. Exactly chicken nugget. Going for the butter, the sauce, the pandas. What sauce are you making again, Pando? Panda stock sauce. I don't know. Going for the sauce anyway. And then hopefully next time I can make that ETA work, because I'm really confused as to why the ETA doesn't work. I look at here, look, we've got 373. So we can see it should be about 9:06 in the morning when we get there. It should be about 9:06 in the morning. Currently, can we see what the time is? So it's 8:25. So yeah, we should be there in like 35 minutes. 8:25 a.m. right now. What was the final customer satisfaction rating after landing? I'm pretty sure it just said, hopefully that will buff out, I believe is what it said. I think that's literally all it said. Like, you have crashed. Hopefully it will buff out. And that was the end of it. There were no passengers to look at. There was no satisfaction rating. It was just the end. It ended very abruptly. So, pull my headphones out. But I don't know. Everything seems to be going okay. So let's have the floor lights on as well. There we go. Set that to standard. That should hopefully tell us 10.6. So we are 10.5 kilometers high. That's really cool. I don't know what this terrain on ND stands for. Turn on terrain display. There we go. Do we get terrain now? I don't see it. Maybe it's only in certain modes. Maybe in... No. Nope. No, might as well turn that off then. So yeah, we didn't do too good. You landing right now? Oh, chicken nugget. Where are you landing? Pike, are you flying tonight? Or has Pike left us, I think? I'm gonna have to put some good playlists, music playlists together to listen to, I feel. Oh, you're going to JFK. Oh, you said about JFK. You said about JFK. Bum, bum. I think I want to drink. What do you want, Darp? There's the captain speaking to the cabin crew. Can I get a couple of Terminators up the front here, please, for myself and Darpty Darp? Thank you very much. There's the captain speaking to the cabin crew. Can I get a couple of Terminators up the front here, please, for myself and Darpty Darp? Thank you very much. Beautiful. Okay. They're bringing them. They're bringing the Terminators. Oh, yeah. This landing's not going to be so buttery. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Get the flight really rolling. Yep. It ain't going right. I was supposed to change. I'm terrible at ATC. Completely forgot to tune that ATC. Never mind. We are so close. Oh, so close. About 15 minutes till top of descent, I reckon. 104 miles before target is when we want to do it. And we've got, to be fair, we've got 330 miles left. So I don't think we do. I think that's wrong. The thing I'm looking at is wrong. So 12 nautical miles to Teleg. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I just want to finish a flight on YouTube without everything breaking. That's all I want to do right now. That's all we want to do. Might have to make myself a coffee. Might have to make ourselves some drinks, I think. So, apparently the button should show terrain on your monitor like a radar type view. I probably there's probably, because this particular plane is very complex. It's got everything on it that you would need. So what I reckon is that there's probably a switch I need to turn on somewhere. I probably haven't got the weather radar on this particular plane. I have to check actually. So let's see, A320 weather radar. Weather radar. Let's have a look. Let's see. Weather radar option needs to be turned onto the 1 position. Then make sure the switch is on. WST and predictive wind shearers on 2. There we go. So, weather radar option needs to be turned on to the 1 position. So somewhere there's a weather radar button. Let's try and find it. Basically, where is the weather radar button? Maybe it's down here somewhere. Oh, weird. APU, condition doors. Electronics, bleed fuel. It doesn't seem to be down there, so let's have a look up here. Right, we're looking for red weather radar right now. Power, we've got GDS mode, systems, terrain. Turn off GP. Okay, so that's on anyway, I think. What games do you play? All sorts. Oh my god, I thought the game crashed then. I was going to cry. Mostly survival games. So things like Icarus. We played a lot of Ark, Grounded, various things like that. Recently, however, I've just not really had any form of urge to play those games. So we've been doing a lot of sims. Racing sims. This sim, obviously. Radar should be on screen in front. Okay. So we got the terrain here. But we don't have a weather radar button. Let's see. Side stick priority. They've got the master alarms. Let's turn the constraints on as well at this point. Yeah, it turns the terrain on, but it doesn't have, the radar isn't on. So somewhere there's a button to turn it on. I just don't know where it is. Oh, it's at co-pilot. Okay. Let's go across then. Let's have a look and see. We've got the brake fan. Auto brake, I'm going to have on low. GPS, that's all inoperative. The pressure's good. What do we got over here? Inoperate. No. Doesn't seem to be. I'll have to look through it. Doodle-doo. So terrain display we want off. Okay, so it only detects rain, apparently. Gank, no, I've never heard of it. It detects rain. I think it doesn't actually detect just clouds. So I think that's why it's not showing anything up, because we haven't got anything to see. So that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Come on, computer. There we go. Which headset did you get, Dan, if you're still there? VR one, I mean. Oh, 28 minutes remaining. 100 and... how many miles did it say? 104 miles before target. So about 120 miles before we get to where we actually, our final destination. That's when we're going to be beginning our descent. Ooh. I'm excited. I'm excited. 267 miles left. Estimated fuel on board 2.9 tons. That's how much we should have at the end, it reckons. Or is that used?
Going to 118.375 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Prague Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform
104 nautical miles, that's a lot. It's to bring the plane down slowly, isn't it? Okay, beautiful. So we're flying across Prague right now. Interesting. So out of whose window was this one? Was this Horizons' window? I can't remember whose window this is, but out of the right of the plane right now is Prague. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to look out at the right-hand side of the aircraft, you will see Prague, which is another fantastic place to go if you want to go and party with your friends. But we're not going there. We're going to Krakow. So get you down to Kokomo as quick as we can, but you'll have to look at it from the outside because it's shut down. Enjoy the rest of the flight. Bum 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 bum. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to look out at the right-hand side of the aircraft, you will see Prague, which is another fantastic place to go if you want to go and party with your friends. But we're not going there. We're going to Krakow. So get you down to Kokomo as quick as we can, but you'll have to look at it from the outside because it's shut down. Enjoy the rest of the flight. Oh, you got the HP Reverb G2. Nice. Certain level of jankiness to it. A lot of people have been playing Flight Sim with the reverb. I've seen a lot of videos when I try to figure out, because I've tried so many settings to try and get rid of the jankiness, and at this point I've just decided, you know what, it's not the headset, it's not the cable, it's not the computer, it's the software. So at this point I've kind of given up on that. I think everything does with this particular game. I think it's just so heavy, but racing games are brilliant. Do you play racing games, I take it? Oh, no, of course, because your flipping pedals are broken. But racing games are phenomenally cool in VR. So good. We still need to race together, actually. Get your flipping pedals sorted. How have you been, by the way, Timothy, if you're still there, floating around? What are you up to? What Microsoft Flight Sim did you buy? I have Xbox Game Pass, so I have the Game of the Year edition, I believe, that comes with Xbox Game Pass. Well, I didn't buy it at all. I got it for, well, I say for free. It's not for free, is it? Fix them now. It's just some sketchy wiring that I did. Oh, okay, cool. In that case, we'll have to sort out some racing at some point, as well as the Christmas beer, which we never had. Is that snow? Interesting. I wonder what the weather's going to be like actually in Poland. I wonder if it'll be warm or if it'll be snowy. Didn't even think that. Didn't even think about that. I wonder if we will have winter weather where we go. We will see, though. Volcano. Volcano? What do you mean, volcano? I'm confused. What do you mean by volcano with the flight sim? I don't understand. 24 minutes. 24 minutes, approximately, till we land. So, for those of you who are on English time currently, should be about 10 past 11. Should be about 10 past 11. Oh, the mountain down there, yes. Looks very cool, doesn't it? It's nice to be transferring between I want to say biomes, but you know what I mean, right? Like, look at that. That's a mountain range, isn't it? What is that? That's Poland. So that is Poland. So those are whatever mountains in Poland. Poland seems to be cold. 5:43 for you. 5:43. Okay, so you are Eastern US, right? I'm just thinking, are we going to have issues with ice? Ooh. That's a nice flipping screenshot, isn't it? I like it. That's a nice screenshot. Yeah, we're going to have issues with ice. We should probably turn the de-icing on, right? So anti-ice. Turn on the wings anti-ice, as well as both the engines. Windshield de-ice we don't need on. That's fine. So there we go. We'll have the windshield ice on actually as well. So there we go. Okay. All right, happy with that. Ironically, it's actually starting to get colder in my house right now. Lisa's been... what the hell? It's weird. My wife has been sorting the sofa. She borrowed a proper cleaner thing from her friend, and it's just made the house completely and utterly red as so flipping warm in here. I'm gonna reconnect this. We once accidentally did the windshield wipers instead of de-icing. That's fair. All right. We are so close at this point, guys. So flipping close. I'm really, really excited. I'm excited. Look at that. Look at that, though. The snow down there. Like how my pilot is not wearing like a proper pilot's uniform either. He's just chilling out in like a leather jacket. He's cash. He's loving life. Beautiful. What a guy. What a guy. What a guy. How long left is what I wanted to look at. 201 miles. So we've got about 80 odd miles, and then we're going to begin descending. Now, the way that I do this, in order to make sure that ATC doesn't get really angry with me, is essentially I will request from ATC to lower my my cruising altitude by 10,000 feet. And then another 10,000 feet, so that I can do my managed descent as I want to do it without the computer's air traffic control getting really mad at me. That's something I figured out. Realize that a plane moves 500 airspeed, but rain stays on the windshield instead of being thrown off. It does. I haven't noticed that. Might be to do with your settings or something. I don't know. Might not know. Might not know. Pardon me. Oh, in real life. In real life. Oh, the rain shouldn't stay on the window. It would be like whoosh, flying right off. The sides, I'm not entirely sure, but one thing I love, so this is something I didn't realize because it's been so long since I've been on a plane before I went to America, which was 2 years ago. And I can't remember the plane I was on. I think it was a 737. I think we flew over there on. But the windows didn't have... You had a button where you can basically dim the window so you can't see the light outside. And then you press it again and you can basically open the window. You could basically black out the window using a button rather than having to put like a curtain across or put a shutter down or whatever. Didn't know that. That was really cool. I was very impressed with that. I thought it was very interesting how they did that. The mountains down there. Boom, boom, boom. I can't wait for them to add. So what I'm really waiting for, if I'm honest, Vic, is helicopters. Because I would love to be able to, for example, you know, like we do this flight today and we land in Krakow and everyone's happy. And technically then, as far as I'm concerned, I'm in Krakow, right? So then I want to be able to rent a helicopter and go flying around and look at everything from the air. But I know that helicopters aren't in the game properly yet. You can get mods, and then you have to run extra pieces of software. And the more pieces of software you run, something I've learned about this, the more mods... More mods you have, the more things you add to it, the more likely it is to crash, which is a pig. Okay.
Warsaw Center, EasyJet, Echo Juliet, Uniform, 4585, flight level 350. EasyJet, Echo Juliet, Uniform, 4585, Warsaw Center, continue to PACX as planned.
Okay. Do I have to acknowledge that? No. Okay. So we are on our way in. We are... How far away from our descent? We are close. 169. 69! Your game crashed? Oh, mate, I'm sorry to hear that. Expected arrival is... See, this Volanta reckons 15 minutes. There's no way it's going to be 15 minutes. I think it's going to be more like 40 minutes or so. So let's give them a little announcement, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are shortly going to be beginning our descent. So if we could make sure the cabin crew have given Horizons, Evil, and of course Danger some boiled sweets and some more alcohol for the landing, that would be amazing. I don't want them throwing up on the way down. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are shortly going to be beginning our descent. So if we
think
can
you have a
make
helicopter.
Sure the cabin crew
So I have a helicopter.
Horizons,
It's horrible.
and of course Danger, some boiled sweets and some more alcohol for the landing. That would be amazing. I don't want them throwing up on the way down. Thanks.
You got it.
The helicopter that's built into Microsoft Flight Simulator is this weird drone thing with about 100 rotors on the top, and it's just disgusting to fly. It travels at about 3 miles an hour. But, I mean, it's a good start. What I would like to see, I was kind of hoping, in the original Microsoft Flight Simulator all those many, many moons ago, you had like the Bell Jet Ranger that you could fly and stuff like that, but... Alright, so... Let's see. Estimated 9:07 is when we're expected to get in, which it reckons we're going to be there super soon.
Uniform, 4585, contact Prague Center on 118.375. Good day. Going to 118.375, EasyJet, Echo Juliet, Uniform.
All right, landing time. Right, so if we have a look at here, about 104 nautical miles is how long it's going to take us to get down to our altitude that we want to be at. And it looks like we've got about 144 miles left. So, yeah, we've got about 30 miles before we begin our descent. Oh, it's exciting. I'm so excited. I'm mostly happy that the game's still running. That's what I'm mostly happy about. What are you playing right now, Dan? If you're obviously still there, thanks for lurking around. I appreciate it. Anything in particular? Do you have a game of choice currently? Mountains out the right-hand side. And there's kind of mountains out the back. Hey, country. What are you doing in there? Doing in that cargo bay, dude? Get your butt out the cargo bay. This game just looks too good. Like it should be illegal how good this game looks. Snuck on the plane in the cargo bay. Mate, you can be freezing. You can be absolutely freezing. We're going over the mountains right now, dude. It's not the place. Not the time or the place to be hiding in the cargo bay. Just your armor. Yeah, I never managed to get into armor. Because the thing I love about armor is the fact that you play it as almost like a sim, don't you? Like all the mods and stuff. 127 miles left. Right, I'm going to begin our descent at this point. I'm going to ask for an altitude decrease by 10,000 feet.
Prague Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Request flight level 250.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 descend and maintain flight level 250.
Okay.
Descend and maintain flight level 250 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 458.
There we go. Yeah, baby. It's like minus 120 under there. There you go. Well, country's got his thermal underpants on. A few hundred gigs of mods. Yeah, that's what it's all like. What's it all about? I love sim games. I love games that look and feel real. And I've just lost touch with it a little bit recently. How are you, country? By the way, I know you're stuck in a cargo bay. Let me get someone to help you out. Hang on. Cabin crew, there is someone stuck down in the cargo bay. It's pretty cold down there. So if you could take them down a cup of hot chocolate and maybe find them a seat somewhere. They don't need to be strapped in. Just make them hold on super tight. Thank you.
Cabin crew, there is someone stuck down in the cargo bay. It's pretty cold down there. So if you could take them down a cup of hot chocolate and maybe find them a seat somewhere. They don't need to be strapped in. Just make them hold on super tight. Thank you.
Okay.
There you go, country. They're going to sort you out.
Going to 127.45 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Warsaw Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 is passing flight level 305, descending flight level 250. EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 Warsaw Center, continue to PACX as planned.
Beautiful. Right, so we're coming down. Should hit PACX reasonably well. You're freezing. What are you doing in the nose?
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585, contact Prague Center on 118.375. Good day.
Good day.
118.375 for EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Prague Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform.
Pretty comfy. That's good to know.
Flight level 280, descending flight level 250.
EasyJet Echo Juliet
Well, we seem to have got through all of the, or gone past, shall I say, all of the cold. So it looks like we've headed south a little bit. We're about to turn left and head east. Where's Danger when you need her? She's asleep, I think. Her and Evil are drunk. They drank all the alcohol to get themselves through the vomiting phase. Now they're just asleep. Drunk and asleep. Probably in the toilet. Been playing a bit of Forged Alliance Forever, which is a community multiplayer add-on thing for Supreme Commander 1. Pretty well supported. Or surprisingly well supported. I don't even know what Supreme Commander 1 is. There was that game. What was that game you had where you... it's kind of like Command and Conquer, almost Risk type thing. And it was World War II based. I remember you having at one point when I was around, and I meant to get it and I never did. Just out of interest. Right, so we've got 95 miles left now. And 93 miles to go. We are currently... Well, actually, what's our constraints? Don't currently have any constraints, but we're chilling at 25,000. It still reckons 72 miles. Right, so when we get to 72 miles, we'll bring it down another 10,000 feet. Red alert. Oh, I was in Command and Conquer Red alert? No. It was like it was a newer one than that. It was more like oh, Company of Heroes maybe. Maybe it was that.
Going to 127.45 EasyJet. Echo Juliet uniform.
We also need to lower that down to 15,000 feet now.
Warsaw Center EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 flight level 250.
Steel Division. How many have you got? Just got all of them. Got all the games. Alright, on an altitude decrease of 10,000 feet.
Warsaw Center EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585. Request 15,000 feet. EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 descend and maintain 15,000 feet. Descend and maintain 15,000.
So the reason I'm descending, descending before ATC tells me to, is I want to make sure that we're descending slowly and calmly, shall we say. So ATC has a habit of bringing you down. Like, you'll be at like 35,000 feet and you'll need to be at 10,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
And it'll give you like the smallest amount of time to actually get that done. Whereas what we want to be doing is coming down calmly.
You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected.
Yeah, they didn't like that little bit of turbulence just then. That's fine. So that brings us down. Danger. Danger, danger, danger. In we come. That is Poland. We are officially over Poland right now. Down there. Ooh, what do we have down there? Some more snowy mountains. Whose voice is that? That is our cabin attendant. That is our cabin crew. Lady person. She doesn't have a name. So we probably should name her. I don't know what we're going to name her, but we probably should name her something. We'll have to have a poll and figure out who she's going to be called. Serves you right for not paying for your ticket. Yeah, you stowaway. All right, it's bringing us in though. All right, so let's have a look. So we do need to descend at least. Kind of want to say 10,000 feet at this point. Range-wise, we have got 65 miles left. I'm going to bring us down to 10. I'm going to request 10,000 feet. So decrease by 5.
Warsaw Center EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Request 10,000 feet. EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 descend and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect 10,000 feet.
Okay.
Descend and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect 10,000 feet. EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
When is landing? Landing should be in approximately, should be about 10 minutes. We should be on the ground within the next 10 minutes. Definitely should be on the ground within the next 10 minutes. We're not crashing today. Why? We've had an electrical failure. An electrical failure. Oh yeah, we have about 10 minutes until landing. So we are descending through 15,000 feet. Hopefully they're going to give us our 10,000 feet that we want. I'm actually just going to go there and there anyway, because I want 10,000 feet, so screw them. What have you been up to today, country, anyway?
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
There we go. There's our 10,000 feet. Let's also change our altimeter to match what it needs to, which is 1024 hectopascals. So we change it to selection, which is 1024. There we go.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Did you hear my last transmission?
Oh, I did, yes.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Okay. So do we have, don't have for some reason. Spent a lot of money on a new wedding ring for your wife for Valentine's Day. Oh, that's nice.
4585 contact Krakow approach on 126.53. Good day.
There we go. Krakow approach.
126.53 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Here we go. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is where it happens. We've got the scenery. Have I watched Reacher on Amazon yet? No, I haven't. I haven't watched anything for so long, Danger. Seatbelt signs is on. Landing lights set to on.
We have begun our final descent into Poland. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
In we come. In we come. I'm so nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I am nervous. Members of the channel get, I think that's what it is. Members, they get first class. You've got a green name in the chat. You're currently sat in first class. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Whew. You're excited and nervous. This is very exciting, Dan. It's very exciting. Not as exciting as it's going to be when we finally get to sit down and actually have a beer after all these many... It's like 4 years, I reckon. Oh, yeah, it's 4 years. Isn't that mad? Time is just disappearing off the face of the planet. How'd you become a member? Oh, members are... it's like a Twitch sub. It's like a paid thing. But you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. It's all good. You can still be a business customer. Don't you panic. Don't you panic. Or you can just try and like climb in through the nose landing gear, of course, which is what you did. Okay. In we come. Floating along at 10,000 feet. What I'm interested to know is what level it wants us to be. So I want us to be like 5,000 feet there. So I'm going to begin our descent down to 5,000 feet right now, I think. But we do have quite a long way. Sands of time. I know, mate. I know. Just don't pull the landing gear. Don't worry. I'll do that last. While you're under there, go and grab a parachute real quick. And just in case. Got your eyes shut. You have Twitch, just no phone number. That's fair enough. I don't use Twitch anymore. I used to stream on Twitch. That's where this whole situation started from. But I no longer do. So
approach EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 458-510,000 feet.
Come on.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 458-5 Krakow approach altimeter 30.24. Continue to KK 579 as planned.
Okay. There we go.
458-5 you are 1 mile south. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect
Yep.
tail as runway 25 approach by Deposit transition. Clear Deposit.
Okay. Our speed is right down as well, so we will drop. We'll drop 1 notch of flaps. Acknowledge our site approach. What was the? From the 3024. There we go. Okay. Down to 5,000 feet we go. Speed-wise, I kind of want to manage it myself. Though it seems to want to do it. It seems to be doing a reasonably good job, actually. I'm going to leave it as it is in terms of managing its own speed. Let's turn the ILS, the localizer on. It's weird to have a parachute down there. I know. We got parachutes everywhere just in case, because you never know, right? You never know. But I want to manage my own airspeed right now. I want to use that airspeed currently. And I want to decrease some more flaps as well. Should help. There we go. Down we come. Look at that. The weather's nice as well. Weather is nice. Please, the weather is nice. Let's have a look out the other window. Not so much. There it is. So the airport is over there. Airport's quite far away from the actual center of Krakow, if I remember rightly. We had to go on quite a long airport transfer / taxi situation jobby journey to get where we needed to go. But there we go. All right, we're descending through 5,000 feet. We go then 4,000, 3,000. So as long as we go through Borsey at 5,000 feet, the localizer, we should be in the right place for the localizer. This is going to be the butteriest landing ever. You know it. Well, the weather actually is fantastic where we're landing. It's only a 7-knot wind. I mean, the Bristol weather is nicer right now, but 7 knots, that's not bad at all. The direction, let's see, 7-knot wind at 230. So, like headwind, pretty much straight up headwind. There's not even really even a crosswind. It's just beautiful. Just notice that EasyJet shade of orange is exactly the same you see on lifeboats and life vests. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. 100%. Completely not, you know, it's a complete coincidence, dude. We're going to be slightly underneath the glide slope right now, but it's fine. I always find it really interesting, or not really interesting, but like it's cool to see how different countries landscape their fields in terms of farming. Like Dan will be able to, like, you know, back me up that in where we live in Devon, the fields are just a big, like, it doesn't matter. They've just gone, oh, well, we'll put this one there and this one there, and there's a barrier there, and it's all just random shapes and everything. And you fly over some places in Europe and it's just squares. Everything's a square or a rectangle, perfect rectangle. Same with the US as well. It's random. It's cool. Okay, so auto thrust is engaged. As we turn around, we are way low for our glide slope right now. So we've descended too quickly, but that's fine. I'd rather be there ready. I'm happy with that. 7 knots, the best weather. 7 knot headwind. So it literally, it couldn't really be any worse. I do need to set up a button for turning off the autopilot, because I've got a button on my I've got a button for turning on the autopilot. I need one for turning it off. Definitely. Have we got the spoilers armed? Spoilers. We got flaps. Flaps are... currently, I think we got flaps too. Yeah. We'll go one more of flaps now. So, there we go. It's gonna be beautiful. This is going to be butter. Get your bread ready, babes.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 45 feet 5 descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Okay.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 45 feet 5.
Hey, auto thrust. When it's configured properly, it's brilliant. I don't generally use it for landings. However, it seems to be doing what it's supposed to right now. So I'm going to leave it on. But we shall see. We shall see what actually happens in the long run. Look out the side. Krakow is literally over there. So that's Krakow over there. And out of that window, we have the abyss. That weather. That absolute garbage weather right there. It's nice over there though. Do I have to... No, don't need to tune another approach or anything. Alright, we are nearly on final. Should go past Borsey. Graphics are magnificent. It looks... This game just looks so good. It does. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's why it's almost... That's why, I have to turn everything down so much in the cockpit to get it to not be stuttery in VR, but it's just not worth it. Like I said, I can have everything else running at really high, medium to high settings, but the cockpit has to be so bad, it's just not fun to play in. But I'm sure they'll fix it. I'm sure it's something they're going to fix. All right, so we are nearly on final. We're coming in so damn slowly right now. But it's what speed they want us to come in on. So let's have a look. All lights are on. Nav logo's on. Runway lights are on. Seatbelt signs are on. Emergency signs are armed. Cool. Let's turn on the APU. Ready for when we get to the ground. I'm sure you're not supposed to do that. Whatever. Let's have a look at the glide slope. So we're coming in super high. So what we're waiting for now is for the, if I head up to the autopilot, so we'll turn on the localizer and we'll switch that one over to localizer. So, do we want that on localizer yet? Yeah. So we're gonna, as soon as we're on sort of like final approach, we switch that over to localizer. What we're looking for is this purple diamond just here, if you can see it, and this purple diamond just here. So this one needs to come down and align here. This one needs to come across and align in the middle. When that does, we will hit the approach button, and that should hopefully bring us in buttery smooth to where we need to be. That's the plan. Wish me luck. As I say, I'm learning all the time, like semi-bodge job right now. I need that to be brighter. PFD brightness needs to be 100. There we go. Butter. Definitely butter. Here we go, coming straight into Krakow. We look out the window now. Can't really see much of the city, actually. Probably see more of it from the front. There's Krakow in front of us. I think I can see the runway. Pretty sure I can see the runway, actually. Okay. Man, this is a slow approach. The airport's just here. So you can see there's our runway just ahead of us. And there is Krakow down there.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 458, 5 fewer 15 miles east of Krakow. Contact Krakow Tower on 123.255 when inbound. Tower on 123.255 EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Okay.
Krakow Tower EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 45851.
Looks small. It's quite far in front of us.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585 Krakow Tower. Altimeter 30.24 wind 224 at 8. Cleared ILS runway 25 approach.
There we go.
Cleared ILS runway 25 approach EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Okay. So, localizer's all nicely in range. What we are looking for now, like I said, is just waiting for this diamond to hit here. And then we will hit the approach button, and it should bring us in nice and smooth. So wait for this diamond to get there. And we should be good to go. In buttery smooth. Let's have some more flaps. Oh no, we've almost full flaps actually, so that's fine. Flaps are almost at full. Okay. Hit the approach. And in we come. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is it as we approach Krakow. Look at the scenery though. Like, I don't know whereabouts everything is, but it does look insanely cool. Cabin and crew seats for landing, please.
2,500. Cabin and crew seats for landing, please.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, please work. Please freaking work. Country, get out the nose right now. It's not the place to be. It is not the place to be, buddy. Get out of the nose. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Thank you.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Thank you.
Cleared to land runway 25 EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585.
Tend, got you in a seat with a beer. Get on. Hold on tight. Hold on tight. As we come in. This is beautiful. This is beautiful so far. As we fly over the beautiful Polish city of Krakow. Krakow. Get in. Right, everyone, you'll see 2 holes in the floor. Put your hands through them to stop the plane. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Well, very shortly, I'm going to switch to manual to bring us down. All right, landing gear down. One more degree of flaps. Oh, that's went the wrong way. There we go. Flaps done. 2 holes in the floor. Is this Flintstones? You know it. You know it. In we come, guys. Here we come. Landing gear is down. Okay.
500. 400.
In we come.
200.
Autopilot disengaged. As we come in.
50, 40, 30.
And butter.
10, 5.
Reverse thrust. Lovely jubbly, ladies and gentlemen. Butter.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 turn next taxiway.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Poland. The local time is 10:22 a.m. and it's currently about 5 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 exit runway when able. Krakow Airport information Alpha 0900 Zulu. 1224.
There we go.
Visibility 6.
This doesn't look like a taxiway. No, that's not a taxiway.
Temperature 5.
You lived? Of course you did. You chicken nugget on your dad's phone. Welcome back, chicken nugget.
Visual runway 7 in use. Landing and departing runway 25. VFR
Okay.
aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft.
That might have been a taxiway we could have taken, but
Advise controller on initial contact. You have Alpha.
okay.
Krakow Airport information Alpha 0900 Zulu.
Okay.
1224 at 8. EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 contact ground on 118.105.
All right.
Krakow Tower EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585. Say again, please. EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585.
Game just crashes. Nah, man. Nah, man. All right.
118.105 EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585.
Made it. Tune ground. There we go. Request taxi to
Krakow ground
gates.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585. Request taxi to the gate.
EasyJet Echo Juliet uniform 4585 taxi to gate 3. Via taxiway.
Come on.
Bravo 1 Bravo 2 Bravo 3. Bravo 4 Golf Zulu 1 Zulu.
My eyes off the prize. Okay.
Taxiing to gate 3 via taxiway Foxtrot Bravo 1 Bravo 2 Bravo 3.
Right, we've got to
Bravo,
stop 1 second so I can...
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585.
Where's the airport? There we go. Okay, so which gate are we going to? Gate 3. Okay, gate 3 is... Why is it always the gates that don't show up on the flipping... Always the ones that don't... Oh, we got 3 left and 3 right. Okay, so right. I know where we are. Okay. Got to head over there. So basically, where do they want us to go? Foxtrot Bravo, Bravo. So that's Bravo 2, Bravo 3, Bravo 4. Yeah, all right. I know where we're going. Ah. Oh. Game crashed. No. Game's not crashed. Currently trying to taxi not too fast. It's really difficult. So I have reverse thrust configured on my throttle for this particular plane. However, the threshold, or what would you call it, the dead zone, is really, it's too small. I need to configure it again. I'll do it when we get back. Why is the marshal detaining you? I'm terribly sorry, dude. The one thing that I remember, Dirt might remember too, about the airport in Poland compared to like what we're used to here in the UK, was there were all the guards were just stood around just with guns on them. They were just chilling out with guns. I'm like, they don't see that very often in England. I don't remember seeing it in the US either, actually. But definitely remember it from Poland. Just these, and they weren't like small guards. They were like Brock Lesnar. It's like Brock Lesnar and John Cena with with armament. It's crazy. It's cool though. Our reputation had preceded us and they were prepared. That's exactly what it was. Oh dear. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now landed here in Krakow. We'll just taxi into the gate. When we get there, if you would like to get your butts off the plane as quick as possible, because the cleaning crew want to come in and they don't like staying later than they have to. So thank you very much for flying with us and enjoy all of the extra alcohol that you will get now in the gate for free. Something like that. Bye. What is this? This is a public address. General.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now landed here in Krakow. We'll just taxi into the gate. When we get there, if you would like to get your butts off the plane as quick as possible, because the cleaning crew want to come in and they don't like staying later than they have to. So thank you very much for flying with us and enjoy all of the extra alcohol that you will get now in the gate for free. Something like that. Bye.
But in Turkey, they have gun towers outside. That's crazy. Mate, what are you doing? Get out of the way. Honestly, it's like a flipping car in a taxiway. Okay, so we need to take the next one. So this is Golf and then Zulu 1. So Golf. Zulu 1, Zulu 2, Zulu 3. So this is taxiway Golf. If you play this game much, then Volanta is a website that was recommended to me last stream. It's just flipping brilliant. Gives you all of the information you need, all the airports. It's got the gates, everything. Very cool. So I'm looking at, on my other screen just to the left of me now, I can see the airport map. So I can see that we go down here as Zulu. And then we should, our gate should be one of those two over there. With a bit of luck. So but the brake, it is hard to drive this damn thing. Okay, so that's one right and one left. There's two. And then we've got 3 right and 3 left. So we want to pull up in 3 right. Like so. And this should be us. Should be. I assume. I think that's us. Because this is number 3. So there we go. Apparently we're taxiing in. Not sure where it wanted us to go then. Where did the game think that our gate is? That's the question, isn't it? Because this is 3, regardless. So this is where we're parking. Ground services.
Krakow ground EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform
There we go.
4585. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
EasyJet Echo Juliet.
Beautiful.
4585 for jetway is going to be connected.
Jetway's coming, so let's put the APU on. And we can turn off the engines. And everyone is deboarding. Beautiful. Let's get our pushback open. Options. Prevent the stairs from leaving. Yes, please. There we go. That's that done. Let's get the baggage. Ground services. Send the baggage to collect all the baggage.
EasyJet Echo Juliet Uniform 4585. Could you please send the baggage?
Lights off. Like so. Beacon off. Oh. Beacon off. And external power on. And we made it. Perfect taxiing. Oh, look. That was the problem. Look, I needed to go like 1.5 meters forward. You could be joking. Never mind. Look at that taxiway. How cool is that? That is a cool taxiway right there. Very long taxiway. And very cool nonetheless. There we go. And they should hopefully be getting all the baggage off the plane. Bit disappointed I didn't fly straight into the gate. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Thanks for hanging out, dude. It was really cool to hang out. Haven't spoken to you in too long. Like I said, we need to organise something. But yeah, that was a good, safe and easy flight. Pretty long taxiway. Long taxiway indeed. And very long jetway for people to walk along. But at the end of the day, it worked like a charm. So everyone is now deboarding. They're putting baggage on the plane, which I think means they're taking it off the plane, I think. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hopefully, once everybody is off the plane, so you can see everyone's leaving right now, when everyone's left, we will get ourselves a report and find out how our flight went. Now, it looks like they're 88% satisfied. That can't be to do with the landing, because that landing was butter. Eric, a.k.a. Nugget, hopefully see you next time. I'll be on again tomorrow night, so hopefully see you tomorrow night. If not, have a fun time flying. Take care of yourselves, get to sleep, enjoy the rest of your evening, etc. You can always catch the end of this if you want to see how well we did in terms of this. You can always, check it back tomorrow. So everyone seems all right. I think everyone was just hungry, like somewhat hungry. So people are hungry, thirsty. It was like the trip just wasn't quite long enough because we had they went around with drinks at one point, but that was the only, they didn't go around again, did they? So it feels like maybe that was it. I don't know. But anyway, so we can hear everyone leaving right now. Let's set everything back to defaults. So turn the localizer off and let's have a little look. everything's pretty much bang on. Just need to turn off the APU as well, because we have external power. So we should be able to turn off the APU master switch. Refuel. What time is it? It's 20 to midnight. It is 20 to midnight. I was hoping to go to the gym. So that is more than likely going to be... more than likely we're gonna end it reasonably soon. I do want to turn off the APU bleed as well. Turn off the fuel pumps, obviously, because we don't want the fuel pumps on. All the icing as well, the wing, the de-icing for everything. Turn all that off. Nav and logo, the strobe lights can go off. Wing lights can go off. We'll just keep... The nav and logo lights didn't work. Do you remember? We had an issue with them today. So I'm wondering if that was genuinely a fault, because you should get random faults, like, in the game in general. So maybe that's what that was. But yeah, everyone's still building, still deboarding. So what you got planned for the rest of the day then, country? Anything nice? Anything in particular? Kind of want to turn up like the aircraft traffic, the airport traffic and stuff. But movie in bed. Ah, nice. All these planes parked up. Is that one? I'm pretty sure that plane literally just left. I'm sure this guy over here just literally left. Might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did. A Ryanair flight over there. I really want the mod. So there's a mod, but it's quite expensive. I think it's like £25 or something, because it's not something I'm going to be getting anytime soon. But there is a mod that basically, what's it called? Is that? Look, he's going again. Look, he's off again. There's a mod that basically adds all of the real life airlines into the game and puts all of their air routes in as well. So you essentially, as you're flying in different places, you will get the different airlines flying their correct routes. So the ATC is obviously a lot more in depth because it's the correct, you're listening to the right thing. And also, you land somewhere like, for example, I don't know, you land in India somewhere, you're going to see like Indian Airways or Malaysian Airlines or whatever it is in Malaysia. So that's like a really cool mod. That guy's just doing back and forth. He's like practicing. This guy is his first day. He's learning how to be a oh god. Learning how to be a tug driver there. Look, Polish Airlines. To be fair, that's correct. That is correct to have a Polish Airlines plane hanging around there. I just thought he'd be still rather than ready. I bet he goes back again. Ready, steady, go. Maybe not. Still deboarding. God, everyone's taking forever to get off. Forever to get off. Let's take a look at our flypad right now. Fuel-wise, let's see how much fuel we have. Where was the fuel? Am I being dumb now? Yes, I am. So we've got 6 tons of fuel left. So from the 10 that we took with us, we only actually used 4. We took way more fuel than we needed. Way more fuel than we needed. Loads in the outer tanks and not so much in the inner tanks. Cool. I'm tired now. I should be going gym. Never mind. If you've been lurking in the stream, you into a bit of Flight Simulator and you've enjoyed yourself, then don't forget to leave a thumbs up, of course. And subscribe if you want more. Like I said, this game I am addicted to now. So there's going to be a lot more of these streams. Chilled, flying streams. And also, I really want to learn how to use this damn thing. This thing is the thing I really need to focus on. So I'm going to have to watch some videos on how to put the flight plan in. Country, you said about refueling. Honestly, I would do a return flight. Or do a stop off and do sort of like flights like that. But I'm not confident with this thing enough to be able to put my own flight plan in. So I've only tried it once before. I followed a tutorial, tried to do it, and I got something wrong that my plane was just stuck doing a loop. It took off, like we took off, we were following the flight plan quite nicely, and then all of a sudden it was just flying in a circle. Just constantly flying in a circle. I did not know how to fix it. So I don't know what that was. Maybe it was a bug. Maybe it wasn't actually me. Maybe I can do it. But for me, I don't feel confident enough yet doing that. Otherwise, I would love to stop in a few different places so that we can see the different airports, different sceneries, and things like that. I'd love to go and fly into China somewhere or something. That would be cool. Need to be able to understand the flight plan. Oh, you need to be able to understand the flight plan, or do you mean me, or do I need to? The flight plan itself, I think what I must have done is put, because you've got different sections, and you've got the waypoints or the VORs or whatever, and you've got the airways, and then there are transitions between airways and stuff like that. And you've never been able to understand the flight plans. So, yeah, you have the different airways, and so if I have a look on here, this won't show it, will it? No, because my flight plan is now gone. But yeah, you have different airways, and then there's like transitions from one airway to another. They're like the roads, I guess, like in the sky roads, and then transitions between two different airways will use different VOR points and different. I don't know. I don't know the correct way of saying it all, but you need to input them correctly into here. If you use Flight Simulator's default, then it will just obviously it just puts it all in without you having to do anything, and you know it's right. So that's what I've currently been doing. But ideally, it'll fly. Ideally, and if I want to use VatSim, which is where there'll be actual people on the air traffic control, which is what I really, really want to do eventually, I've got to learn to be able to put the flight plan in myself and read it properly and put the correct things in the correct way. So, yeah. But, I mean, it's all set, look. Like, it's reasonably set. So, yeah. We will see. I'll learn it eventually. I'm just glad everyone was all right to just hang out and chill, and hopefully everyone was able to play some video games in the background or do anything else while we were chilling here. The sun has come out. I've just noticed that Polish Airlines plane is still going back and forth. But the sun has come out. The sun will come out tomorrow. Or today in this case. We've got like a little gap in the sky there. Take a screenshot of that one. Airport's really cool. Let's go on a little... I need to press that one, don't I? There we go. Let's go flying around the airport. Plane has disappeared somehow. Don't know. Oh, there's the plane. There's us. All right, while everyone is still deboarding, have a look through the airport. Oh my God, I remember all this. I remember this layout. Let me see if I can find the... Oh, this is actually better than Bristol, look, because the shelves have got stuff on them. The shop's got stuff on the shelves. So, let me try and... This is the gates. Let's have a little look. I'm trying to figure out where we came through. Because we stopped and got a sandwich. We came through security. We got Discover Poland, duty free. We must have got a sandwich from like in here. I'm pretty sure. So I reckon we sat. Myself and Dan and Neil and we all, I reckon, sat somewhere around here somewhere. I thought it was in like a corridor. So maybe it was towards the end here. It was around here somewhere. But yeah, we sat and ate our 8-hour flipping sandwiches that we bought. Very cool as we head back out. Haha. Oh, they're actually 3D. I thought they were flat. Oh my god. There's something wrong with her face. There's something wrong with her face. Oh no. Oh no. Something wrong with all of their faces. That's amazing, the fact that they even bother putting that stuff in though. So cool. Flight phase is complete. As we raise up out of the airport. Have a look around. Very neat. So Krakow, the actual city of Krakow, is which direction? Must be over there somewhere. So yeah, quite a long way. Quite a long distance. This control pad, I need to fix the dead zone on this controller because it is constantly just doing my head in. It's just going up. But yeah, there we go. Oh. What the hell? There we go. Gotta go. Good night, Danger. Good night. I am also about to leave. There is only one thing left to do now. All of the passengers have unboarded. The only thing we have left is to check our flight. End flight. There we go. So, let's see what happened. Flight number EJU 4585. 2 hours and 5 minutes. Our flight time was almost perfect. Our planned departure was 9:20. We left at 9:18. Basically perfect. Planned arrival was 11:30. We arrived 5 minutes early. Even more perfect. Landing rate was 282 feet per minute, which I'm pretty sure is pretty perfect. 174 passengers. Everyone was 88% satisfied. Perfect. Totally telling my friends about this airline. Definitely be recommending you at work. Had some interesting scenery on the flight. They did. They got to go past Cologne, which they loved, obviously. And then we had all of these lovely passengers. So it'll be interesting to see if any of these passengers fly with us again. Until then, save. We have just achieved the rank of cadet in my EasyJet career. Oh, yeah. 88%. Why? They were hungry, country. They got hungry towards the end. I think the flight just was like in between. It just wasn't quite long enough to have two sets of like the attendants going around. So they went around with drinks, but they didn't go around with food. So towards the end, I think everyone was starting to get a bit hungry. It's basically what the problem was at the end of it. But anyway, so engines are off. Let's we got all the lights off, so let's also turn that down to 0 as well. And battery masters are both on. Let's turn nav off, the crew supply of oxygen off, and turn off external power as well, and then turn off the 2 batteries, and boom, plane is shut down. All shut down and ready to go home. Wonderful. Wonderful. Pleased with that. And that's it. Throw peanuts at them. Hell yeah. I do hope you guys enjoyed that I know it's completely different, a full-on like 180 degrees more or less from what we're used to, but I really enjoyed that. And the fact that we're getting the hang of how to use the plane, the better I can understand how the plane works, the more interesting we can make the flights as well. And hopefully we can start to sort of just randomly fly around and see different places of the world until I eventually end up using VatSim, where we have to talk to people. And that's full multiplayer. That is not crazy multiplayer. That's full multiplayer. You have to listen to things. I need a piece of paper when we play VatSim, so